don't like the sound.
Good evening, boils and ghouls. I'm going classic tonight. Welcome to Blood from a Stone, our horror RPG, in which I am too mean to the players. Good evening, players. How are you all doing tonight?
Great.
Super.
A little scared now.
A little scared now. Well, that's good because it is a horror RPG. My name's Philip. I'm the Dreadmaster of this game, and we are here to continue our ongoing tale of those few awake to the dangers of a small town called Paradise, which is in fact a domain of dread. In our last game, we had a few sort of large events and revelations occurred. One of which is that our group, who have kind of been working against the Dark Lord of this plane, an individual called the Stone Man, who's in love with Dahlia Frey, it was suggested to them by Madame Fourshadows, the fortune teller, that their far more pressing and dangerous enemy is the man who has bound them to this place, allowed them to transfer their consciousnesses. His name is Etienne Rene, and he is an angel. And she strongly suggested that if they want to survive, they need to find a way to remove him from the board. Whether that is to finally have him face off against the Stone Man, or to go to a woman named Carla Breton and see if she could somehow take him out. And based on the memories of some of you there, I'm actually not sure if any of you could remember that from previous lives, but there was a certain degree of belief that perhaps this is an opportunity. However, upon learning these things, the 5 individuals there, Sensei Mark, Franz, Lloyd, Vigo, Oksana, and Dahlia, at Madame Fourshadows' fortune-telling shop, could not resist asking Madame Fourshadows for a very dangerous kind of tarot card reading, which she provided. And 2 of their numbers, Sensei Mark and Franz Lloyd, were pulled into tarot cards and replaced with those cards' previous occupants. Despite this not actually mathematically being true based on the rules, Oksana survived only because of the inspiration of Dahlia. That's how we're telling the story, at least.
Thank you.
The 2 figures fled kind of out the door into the night. The other 3 remained, heard their readings, and then departed. They also learned a very valuable technique, which is that when a horror surge is impending, there is a way to prevent it. And basically it is out of game. It is by unanimous decree of the group, basically. Or maybe if there's a vote, a tie means, I don't know what a tie means, but you get the idea. You can, in fact, stop a horror surge in exchange for adding some amount of hours to the dread clock. And last week that went very, very well. We now stand at 12 of 13 on the dread clock. It is storming outside. Rain falls in sheets. Bolts of lightning crackle through, and disturbing figures are seen in your periphery on Main Street in Paradise. Already 2 dreadstorms have swept through. One replaced the Paradise Mall with a fortress. The next replaced the penitentiary, the cemetery, hermetic, various other, and Sleepy Lake itself with a massive marsh, which several people in town think has always been here. This is the effect of this domain of dread. One other notable thing as we begin tonight's game. Dahlia Frey has survived 1, 2, 3, and as of last week, 4 sessions, which means she begins tonight her 5th session. If she survives this, she will be a 2nd level character. And I'm not sure that is something that the dice can allow to happen.
Oh no, I'm gonna die! Night is gonna be Dahlia's last night. Oh no.
So there are many events going on here. But for now we will begin with our invocation for the evening. A fun one. Mm-hmm. This is actually for only one of the characters who is playing tonight. It was long ago and it was far away. Oh God, it seems so very far. And if life is just a highway, then the soul is just a car. and objects in the rearview mirror may appear closer than they are. All right. Let's get into it. Dahlia, Oksana, and Vigo, you have stepped out into the rain that falls.
Oh, goodness! This rain is going to destroy my velvet jacket. Does anyone have the keys for the Geo, perhaps?
Oh, that's a funny thing. I'd forgotten that was the case, and I love it. Do any of you have the keys?
No.
No, since Mark has them in the card.
Indeed he does. Indeed
Oh,
that
no.
blessed man does. So, do any of the three of you have particularly high passive perception?
13. Hi.
That's
13.
pretty high.
Mine is 11.
Okay. What is
That's
the stealth modifier of your character for the evening, Andrew?
My character +4.
+4. All right, very well. Then none of you see any sort of figures of note in the rain. However, Andrew, we will sort of briefly cut over to you as you have stepped out of here into a world that is extremely alien and strange. You appear to be on some kind of small park. There appear to be shops and stalls, but of materials and designs you've never encountered before. You do, however, see these three people whom you recognized as being in that chamber. And are you proficient in insight?
No.
No. Are you? But based on your, are you? What's your modifier on that?
+3.
Okay, yeah, I figured it would be. It would be either through insight or something. You definitely recognize that they were probably in there partaking in something you did a very long time ago. You understood based on your positions where they were. You understood what they were doing, and the fact that they have walked out is some indication that a similar fate has not befallen them.
What am I? I forget how you described this in the last session, but is there a specific thing that I'm wearing, sort of like as a garment?
You know, oh my gosh, and I don't have the cards over here. That's so dumb of me. Hold on.
I sort of imagine that. Okay, goodbye.
Bye. Well, folks, that's the end of the show. Have a great night.
Did we win?
Yeah.
We won
did.
D&D.
We
We
won.
survived.
The dead cat goes back. It's
Obviously, you can kind of, you can adjust this, and of course you have some equipment and such. But we'll say that whatever it is, it involves
that's perfect. No, I have like a
sort
long
of
shift on. That's perfect.
reddish,
perfect.
orangish.
Yes,
color.
a long
Yes.
shift on. That's perfect. I'm going to follow them.
You will follow them. All right.
Yes.
So they do not necessarily appear to be going anywhere in particular. They seem to have walked over to some metal contraption with glass windows and wheels. You can probably deduce it as some sort of carriage or wagon, but you don't see where a horse would jack up to it. But they seem to be looking at this and kind of peering in with some concern. You certainly notice Vigo being worried about his jacket, but you are, with the rain and everything and sort of just latent abilities here, they have not detected you.
I'm gonna wait for a little bit and see what they do.
Understood.
I feel like I'm fairly yeah. I'm just, this is a lot, and I don't want to jump into anything,
Perfect. So, Dahlia,
Yes.
you've escaped death so many times.
Do I see Dahlia? I see Dahlia, don't I?
You do see Dahlia, and she is, and I will say that just in the way it works is that,
Yeah.
like Oksana is just, like hair plastered to her face in the rain, Vigo rumpled coat. Dahlia kind of takes a step, and her dress, also being Elizabethan in nature because it's from a production of a Shakespeare play, looks a bit more appropriate for you.
I'm going to stroll up.
And
to
as you begin
Dahlia.
walking to her, sort of like just this thick kind of mist has sort of passed in front of one of the street lamps on the city, and it just reflects this like insane sort of Casablanca backlighting on her.
And she, like, her dress is wet and my dress is wet.
Indeed.
In the rain. Okay, all right. So I'm going to stride up to her and I'm going to grab her wrist.
So, Dahlia.
How close am I to all of this?
You're about 5 feet away, but yes. So Dahlia, out of the rain comes this red-skinned, devil-horned woman.
Oh God.
Who grabs your wrist, and you just saw her emerge from a card.
Oh no, I don't like this. No.
And I want to I just want to look into her. I just want to look in her eyes.
No.
All right.
But like not in like a creepy way. I would just want to like catch her eyes.
So basically she's trying to catch your eyes. If you are turning away, of course you are able to do so.
I'm definitely turning away and trying to grab my wrist back. Do I know anything about this creature?
Why don't you? Okay, so first, because this is now becoming contested, would you and you haven't identified it, that's fine. So Andrew, for your character, please roll a grapple check. This is athletics for you. Dahlia, you can do athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, the initiator always has to use athletics unless you have shenanigans.
That's perfect.
Athletics check. Ooh, it's not good. 9.
Well, I got a 1.
So Dahlia, you do like a pretty like sad like rip away, but the tiefling's hand just snaps right off. The tiefling's hand does not snap off, but the grip is loosened immediately.
I say,
That would be great.
please, please. I don't know anyone else.
I would like to step in between them
Sure.
and say, "What do you think you are doing, devil lady? Devil lady."
And I say,
Do you know me?
I'm just trying to survive.
Are you
and
imitating my accent? Because that is not very nice.
I think you have a little bit of devil in you, perhaps.
I think you need to be quiet and go away and not grab the pretty girl. That is what I think. I think
She
you should go
seems-
back from whence you came, from the hell.
I may have judged too harshly. Sometimes things don't always turn out to be the way they appear.
And Dahlia, go ahead and do an Arcana check for me.
Yes. Okay, that is 7.
This appears to be a monster.
Okay, well then never mind.
Yeah.
Has she have you made eye contact with me?
No.
Okay. Have you, Oksana?
Yes. Oh, I've been glaring at you.
Okay. Well,
Oksana's locked.
those. I mean, I think this is just such a great. This is the best background feature I've ever seen. But like those who look into my eyes can see that I have faced unimaginable horror, and that I am no stranger to darkness. So.
You have bad childhood. I understand. I did not. I'm so sorry for you.
Leave it
But
to the fucking Russian.
Join
I
club.
mean, life is rough for everyone in Russia. So my childhood was baseline. Good for Russia, bad for here. So I'm sorry. You seem very sad in your heart. So you can go back to try to mend that. Talk to a therapist from wherever you're from. I do not know.
I don't want to be around this creature, Oksana. I think
Let us go.
We need to leave.
Can I turn around and
Jeez.
pick her up?
Yeah, you can turn it up. I will ask Vigo and Oksana, are either of you proficient in either Arcana or History?
I'm not.
Okay. This is a long shot. I don't expect either of you to be, but I'm just checking.
strong baby.
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so this seems just like yet another monstrous thing, and Dahlia's like, I don't want to deal with this. And Oksana, yes, you can, I guess, pick her up. Dahlia, do you let Oksana just swoop you up and start walking away with you?
Yes. No. Yes. No. No, I don't think you should. I don't think it's safe for you. We're out in the open.
Okay, we'll put you down. I was just trying to get you away from the devil lady.
I know, I appreciate it.
Everything seems to be attracted to you here, and not necessarily in the best ways. I'm just trying to protect you because, I'm kind of attracted to you too, and I just want to take care of you because you're small and
No,
weak.
but I think I appreciate it, and I think it's actually really quite beautiful. But we're
Oh, wait, thank you.
we can be seen, and I don't think it'd be good if we were.
Make a
do
perception
people
check,
not-
Dahlia.
Okay. Ooh, okay, this is better. Where are you? 18.
You are fairly confident. You look up, and I mean, you're always kind of having to look out. The rain and the fact that you kind of lost touch with one of them, you do not see any gargoyles about on any rooftops.
We're safe for now, but we need to keep an eye to the skies. Because he'll protect me, but he'll destroy you if he thinks that you have touched me.
Well, I'm just trying to protect you, so I'm assuming that he would be okay with that. But if we are rivals, then I understand. I will fight him. It's fine. I'm strong. Devil lady, are you strong? Do you want to arm wrestle?
I don't want to arm wrestle you, no.
Okay, it's fine. I was just saying, I don't know where you came from. Like a hard childhood, you might want to battle, or I don't know.
No, I don't want to fight any of you, no.
I've been banging on the car trying to find a key because I know that people like
Make an investigation check.
While he's doing okay.
What are you?
lost it. 8.
8. You do not find the key. However,
Do
you go ahead?
Do you need to get into this carriage?
Yes, pardon me. I am so rude. I'm Vigo, and you are?
Skort.
Skirt, like the short and skirt combination. Skirt.
Oh!
Skort.
Oh, sorry.
I think perhaps in your tongue it would be sorrow.
Oh, that's yes, that matches your inner heart set.
So I'm going to take like the wooden. I have like a what looks sort of like a polished wooden, almost like plank, that has like this very intricate pattern.
Earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
Wow.
That was
Oh, yeah,
a big
but-
one. That was a big one. Like, not, nothing fell.
Oh, I feel it right now.
Yeah.
Wow, my light's shaking.
Barely.
Goodness gracious.
Or we'll probably feel it.
Wait,
Wow.
It's very like
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a real earthquake. That was big and long. Damn.
that was live.
It's wild.
That's
It's wild.
live earth.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
thought I was just like
You're just feeling it?
dizzy.
Wait, what if every time I
Philip,
felt...
how'd you do
There's
that?
still aftershocks right now. I can tell.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm... I can
This
always
is the
tell
whole
by
stream.
my...
This is gonna be the whole stream for the next
Yep.
2 hours.
Oh,
This is
my
a cursed
God.
stream. It's a cursed stream tonight, y'all. I don't know
Paradise,
what's
y'all.
going on.
That's wild. Well, goodness.
I think it was closer to me.
I think that is true, but... yes.
Sorry,
it's,
we must go to Twitter to find out. But anyway.
Carson was the epicenter, it looks like.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Fancy
Twitter's always on.
science people.
4.6 according to Google. Anyway, so what was just happening?
So
there was an earthquake in paradise.
so yeah, you
Paradise,
feel these tremors come from my heart. No, I have what looks like to be like a sort of polished wooden plank, and it has like a very what looks to be like a very intricate pattern on it. And I just take that and I just smash the window.
Okay.
Oh!
Make a, I guess, an attack roll.
All right. Okay. 10.
So you try to smash the window of this
Okay.
Geo, and the Geo has a decent amount of an armor class, just by being a thing. So you smash it. But then I would like for you to please roll for me, because it was originally one of your other characters. This is going to have a no modifier. Just roll me a Constitution saving throw for the Geo.
For the Geo.
This has a plus
Oh no! Just a straight roll.
straight roll.
15.
15. And the Geo's door seems to almost get like wedged back where it belongs.
Ah.
Like it really could have fallen off, but instead you kind of just did that and you didn't break the window. Instead the Geo's just like kind of just crunched the door in, and you feel like, oh wow. So you both think this Geo probably is not in great shape and could easily be broken into eventually, but that didn't do it.
That devil lady will not start the car. We can get in. I could break the window, but how do we drive it?
You
I
hook it up to
assume-
a horse. I mean, where are your horses?
The horsepower is in the car. What did you say, Vigo?
I assume that there's probably a key in people leave their keys in cars here. Usually in specific places, and sometimes you can put the wires together and make it start. I don't know how it works, but
Well, we can try. Can
You
I go
can-
up and try to punch?
You want to try to break your way in? Just make an athletics check if you're trying to break your way in.
Sure.
Or if you're trying to punch a window, that's different. You could make an attack roll.
Okay. Do I? Okay. 18 plus 7.
That was the attack roll.
Yes.
So you punch a door off without any issue. Just like, and the door just like fully falls
Okay.
off.
You
Glass
can
shattered.
you can do the wires like you were saying.
uh,
It's
I-
wrong.
I go in and I start looking at all the places that there may be a spare pair of keys for a Geo.
Make an investigation check.
18
Hmm.
plus
Ooh.
3, 21.
So you confidently go through this vehicle, and you find several napkins and chopsticks in paper wrappers, soy sauce packets. You find a few takeout containers in the back seat. You also find a bunch of 8-track tapes. I think we all understand the kind of music that is on here. You do not find keys. I think it is unfortunately the case that Sensei Mark did not seem like somebody who had a backup set. So you don't find keys anywhere in the vehicle. But there are some materials in here. I will say that you do find some tiger balm, which none of you know how to apply, but perhaps if you find some other healer type, they can maybe use that to some purpose. There actually are a lot of weapons in the back seat as well. But whether or not any of you know how to use them is a separate matter.
What kind of weapons are there?
Let's say there are some like shurikens, like what a dart would be. Let's say there is a katana, which we will call a short sword.
Yes, I can use it.
And there's a pair of nunchaku, which I think I know there's a thing for.
Oh, Sensei Mark, just checking all the boxes, huh?
He really was the best.
If there's any sort of like light weapon that's sword-like,
I guess it's a flail. You would use it would count as a flail. Do you just know how to use martial weapons, Sorrow?
Yes.
Then you see it. It's 2 pretty serious sticks on a chain. You feel like you could pick that up. You could do some damage with that. About a D8 bludgeoning. It's a flail.
Okay. Yes, I can do that. I'll take it.
Okay. So basically, the devil lady kind of goes in. The the horns are maybe slightly scraping the low-hanging cloth ceiling, you know, that has fallen, like that the glue holding the cloth of the ceiling has sort of fallen, and so that scrapes. So there's kind of like weird, like yellow stuff has fallen on it, is sticking to your wet hair and skin. But you can reach back there, and yes, you can take, like 4 darts, but just stats of a dart, a katana, and a pair of nunchaku, which is a flail.
We taking all of it?
I mean, do you want something?
You don't to save the monster having all the weapons.
She should have the sword because she is small and weak, and that is sharp and cut.
You know,
Sorrow, you have like horns and stuff.
You're not so good with people, eh?
I am very good with people. You are not even people, so I'm not good with you. What are you trying to tell me? I'm not good with people. I have 2 friends here. Who do you have? No one. I see it in your heart. You're sad.
Friends.
I'm sorry. That was a little too
Wow.
cutting. I'm so sorry.
I will mention that Dahlia is in fact proficient with a short sword,
Yes, please.
and because of your stage combat training.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, transferable skills are what we have in
I
the
very
theater.
much appreciate the sword, please, because my crossbow is with my Vespa, and I don't remember where we left it.
Oh, I'll throw
There
it on
you
the sheet
are.
real quick. So
And Squirt, you are very tall and strong, so she gets sword. That's fair.
And I rummaged through here, and nothing really fits my aesthetic. So I'll stick with
what?
my tailored
You don't want like a shirt that has an airbrushed tiger on it?
I pull it out, look at it. Ooh, interesting choice. And put it down.
Okay. So
Wait, I have to ask, did Sorrow give the sword to Dahlia?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get that. I was like,
yes. So Dahlia, and that's on your sheet now.
okay.
So you're all standing here. The rain does not appear to be letting up. The thunder rolls. What is your plan? You have an address. If you care to undertake that task, you also could simply go home to your various houses and disperse. Although now you have this devil lady, you're not sure where she'll wind up. You have not accomplished Etienne's mission. The 2 of you, I take it back, the 1 of you who was sent on at Vigo, you were told to get that woman and those cards to him. You have done neither. And instead, the other the other cronies who went with you are gone. I will also say that at this point, I would like for Sorrow to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. Oh no. Oh no.
18.
18. Did you happen to roll something rad there because of that?
Oh no!
18, because your wisdom save, I know you're proficient and you have a +3 wisdom. Ergo, friends, neighbors, and others.
Y'all pray.
Pray for us.
Alrighty. We're just gonna
I don't send us good vibes. Pray, whatever
roll
you
this.
do.
I have to roll it and then
Fucking
hold it up. There we
dagger,
go. What do
I'm
we got?
gonna-
I'm very happy I have a weapon
X.
kind of lately.
Oh, 1 off. It was an X. So there is no horror surge. So instead, the dread clock is about to advance. Unless
Well, good night, folks.
Oksana
But if
and
we,
Dahlia.
but when we turn it back, it dials it forward. So wouldn't we inevitably bring one on anyway?
Unless we roll a 1.
Oh.
If you would want to, potentially, you could take a horror... So the horror surge is not happening, but the dread storm is about to break and reality is going to change. The boundaries of this domain
God.
of dread are about to change again. Unless, Dahlia, and Oksana, in this moment, both of you feel that same feeling that happened, the same feeling that Madame Fourshadows dragged you in with. But you feel it the opposite direction, and you know that if you want to trigger a horror surge right now, you might be able to set back the clock. I don't know that I would advise that.
Yeah,
I'm going to say that it is a possibility.
I think the odds are just not in our favor because we'd have to roll. It would be set back, right?
Oh, I see. So we can take one. We can put one off by advancing the clock,
but we'd roll a d6
and reduce it.
Yeah, basically
so
you have some control over it. Given that it's at a 12, given a lot of stuff, it might not make sense to take one at this moment.
We have to take it. We have to take it.
You want to take it, not to a Dreadstorm?
No, we have to take the Dreadstorm because it's a d6, right? So odds are we'll roll over 3, just like statistically. So
so this one is not a d6, but you're going backwards.
So we can choose to make a Dreadstorm happen when it shouldn't, and roll the clock back.
Well, you can. Yes, basically, right? a Dreadstorm is. I know that there's some terminology.
Oh, sorry.
Is about to happen. It's about to go to 13. But what you
Right.
could do is say, we don't want that. We'll take a horror surge instead. We'd rather
Right,
get assaulted by monsters and have reality shape around us, and also potentially be assaulted by monsters. But at this point, it is up to you guys. It seems like the vote is to let the storm happen.
I think we're gonna let the Dreadstorm happen.
Alrighty.
I mean, I don't know any different. I mean, this is all like a horrible thing. I mean, I didn't expect to be released from my prison of horror to be dealing with a
All right.
shitty person here.
Because of the current situation, I actually don't have to roll a d13 for this. We can roll a d12 to see which of the domains of dread is going to attempt to sort of which of the boundaries is being broken down. So who would like to roll that d12?
I'll roll the d12.
Very good. Yes, you triggered the thing, so you should get to roll it. So roll a d12 for us.
11.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's the second to last one, is what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. So, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So you're all standing there
no.
on this street. And the storm intensifies. You feel, so many things are happening here. Also, your wisdom save, with an 18, you do succeed on it. So, sorry, order of operations, on the stack, everything's happening. So the first thing that happens is you do this, you are overcome by a feeling of, not Sensei Mark's death, because he kind of is nowhere in like a limbo, but whatever of his soul has kind of been transferred onto you. But you experience the death by gunshot in a parking lot of one Will Scarlet. You also experience the attack in the rain by those creatures of the deep. You experience running away with a girl who you now see by you. You understand that this is someone else's memories. However, you know that this horrific experience is causing dread to influence. You understand that this domain of dread where you know you are is pulsing with a more terrifying fury because of your presence and your connection to it. You are seeing the thoughts of another spirit, of a spirit who has now witnessed other lives. It is now tied to yours. You even do know the name Etienne Renee, and you know there is some angel, and you, whether or not you wish to go to them, you're probably much more hesitant, especially being a tiefling. However, that is not what chills you the most, for in the distance, we're saying you guys kind of came out so kind of off towards the end of Main Street, not sort of towards the more populated section. The sky, even with the rain and the clouds, you see this burst of orange and red, and a roar that shakes the town completely.
Like an earthquake.
And the flapping of wings in the distance. Sorrow. You know the sound of a dragon.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
You don't know that it is immediately near, but you know that there is a dragon that way and the sky is on fire.
Oh my god. We made a dragon.
Who would like to represent the Stone Man? Actually, Dahlia, would you do that? As you are his sort of his what's the term for someone you just like? Not a paramour.
Paramore?
Yeah, Paramore.
Does paramour have to be mutual?
Oh,
I don't know.
it's a good word. Use it.
Sure. His would be paramour. Would you please roll on his behalf? You will roll at advantage. Andrew, would you like to roll on behalf of our friend in the sky, or should somebody
Sure.
else do that?
No, I would love
just
to.
roll 1d20, not advantage.
I swear to God.
Oh,
Am I rolling a d20 at advantage?
You are rolling a d20 at advantage.
Oh boy. I speak Draconic.
Ooh.
Helpful.
I punch things hard.
All right.
That is not a good roll. Dice do not like me tonight. They're conspiring with you to kill me. Okay, 14.
14. What does our dragon in the sky roll? 3. Excellent. So, whatever is going on, that sound appears to be getting a bit weaker in the distance.
I look
Yeah.
I look over at Oksana and I say,
Never did this
"You
before.
ungrateful pup. I saved your life. I saved your life from those water things."
What?
Who? I have never seen you before. You did not save me. Weird little boy man saved me. The ninja boy.
Weird little boy man.
I mean, you're not wrong with it. I mean, yes, there's a bit of a Peter Pan thing going on.
How do you know? It is true. He could have played. You know, usually girl play Peter Pan, but he could have done a very good job. But anyway,
I did the pan one.
how did you know? I assume so because that is the lead, and of course you would have the lead because you know.
We need to go. This one needs to stop talking, and we need to go.
Oh, you do not tell me to be quiet. You have his memories, don't you? I have some dominatrix kinky memories in my
Pardon me, Oksana, I think our devil friend has a point.
Will you stop calling me a devil friend?
It is at
What
this
are you?
point.
Not a devil. You certainly look like
Pardon.
one.
Sorrow, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 15.
15. Great. I will say that with the sort of rain going on, it takes a little while longer before you do sense this. But you are hearing footsteps. Loud, crashing footsteps that approach. And you are also smelling the unmistakable scent. Oh, except I don't know that you would know it. It is this smoky kind of, not quite floral, but very rich and dark. Almost like an incense, but not like any incense you would be familiar with. Or actually maybe you would. I don't know. Tell you
Roll
what.
for it.
Roll a nature check. I don't know
Okay.
I don't know when they usually slot this in time-wise. You'll see.
Nature check.
Nature
Okay. Nature check is a straight roll. 12.
12. It's something they smoke. It's not the hobbit weed, but something like that. Something that people smoke in pipes. It's exotic, but you've scented it once. But it is coming. I also need you to, so once again, Dahlia, if you'll please roll on behalf of the Stone Man at advantage. And then if you, Andrew, one more time, we'll roll for those who are coming.
Uh-oh.
Is that high? He looks like he rolled high.
No, what did you roll? What did you roll, Andrew?
I know he rolled a 13. I can
Andrew,
feel
what
it.
did you
I can feel that he rolled a 13.
The face.
I don't want to hear from you, Oksana.
What did you roll, Oksana?
What did you roll?
The
Wait,
17.
I was supposed to roll?
No.
No.
Dahlia, what did you
I
roll?
rolled a 13.
Oh, no. And since you rolled 2, the lower one was not 13?
No.
I'm leaving.
But we can turn back We can stop it.
Turn back,
Turn back.
Tom.
Get it and do.
No.
God.
F.
13.
You are safe. Or K. You are safe. No horror surge. But
Are we safe?
I
Are we
summoned it
really?
to my
Are we
die.
safe?
I was like, Andrew, roll a 13, and then literally as I said that, I rolled 1, so I summoned
Alright,
it.
so Dahlia, you got the next one. So boom, and we're marching right along. The dread is
I didn't mean to manifest that.
going crazy.
Okay.
And in response, because of that, we'll just kind of up the vibe a bit.
I'm
Um,
scared.
But those pounding footsteps are getting louder and stronger. They seem to be coming in this direction. And you sense it, and then emerging out of the smoke is a bipedal figure 20 feet tall, wreathed in smoke. The rest of you, as it steps onto Main Street looking around in confusion, the rest of you have this overwhelming sense of tobacco, expensive cigars wafting off of this creature, and it is smoking. Like smoke is billowing off of it. On its chest, there is a mark. Basically, it looks like a dragon has been drawn on its chest. It's bare chest, and it's been like carved in there, and smoke is billowing out of that hole. This thing is looking around in confusion. Glances down and looks at all of you. And
How
it
tall is this thing?
It's about 20 feet tall.
Oh no!
And it says, and the rain that falls on it is like sizzling in response. It will say in response to this, in Draconic. So Dahlia, you actually apparently understand this. It says something in Draconic. It says, but to you, what you hear is, fresh leaves. And it begins to move towards you. Let's roll initiative.
Ah,
Fresh
I cannot
leaf?
touch this.
Fresh leaf.
He's smoking us.
Don't like this.
Uh-oh. What did you roll?
What
Look at
did
her
you
face.
No, I didn't roll anything. I
No,
just
no,
don't
look
like
at
what's
look at
happening.
Lauren's face.
Lauren.
Oh, no.
Oh god damn it, Lauren!
Lauren?
Did you roll an
what
at
did
13?
you do?
Lauren. No! Do you know why this is happening, Philip? Because you didn't ask for a single one when
R.
we started the game.
Okay. You look very red right now. Okay.
This is the worst.
Wait, what did you get, Philip?
I did not. There is no horror surge.
No, there's
Okay.
no worse.
There's just one big thing coming. So
313.
so you rolled a 13 as well?
No, I rolled a 12, but that's 313s this session so
That is
far.
true.
Wait,
You're
did
a
you move the clock forward
sadist.
because I rolled a 12?
No, that was from
No, that was for me.
You've already done 2 since the Dreadstorm began.
Okay. So I have a 14.
We're doing great.
Oh,
All of us.
so Dahlia is a 14.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Oksana, you are a flat 13, or you're actually a 12?
Yeah, I'm flat 13.
It's a flat 13 for Oksana. What are you, Vigo?
12.
12. Wow, you guys are really nicely clustered. And for our new friend Sorrow.
17.
17. Love it. All right. Now, I need, as we get into this, I will request that Sorrow, if you will roll 1d20, Dahlia roll me 2 at advantage once again. Let us get to the final beat here.
I don't like this. I don't want to roll anymore. I'm so scared.
I can get it.
Ooh, yes. Okay. That one.
Nat 20. All right.
9.
A 9 in that case. You hear one last roar in the distance.
In the distance.
In the distance, and it seems to be receding. As whatever temporary hole seems to be closing with some impact somewhere, but largely it is the presence of this thing that has gotten through. You believe the area around you doesn't seem that transformed, although part of the sort of like street ahead of it seems to no longer be paved, but kind of has some like more like rocky kind of dirt mountainous terrain. In any event, Sorrow, you see this thing moving toward you.
I run.
You run. Excellent.
I run.
All right. You run through the rain. Are you basically just if you're gonna do action dash, just you're getting as far as you can in that direction? Just running the opposite way. Basically, you're running closer
away.
to town.
Yes.
Okay, great. It's coming from the side of town, yeah.
And I want to see if I can, at the very least, like as I'm running, you tell me if this is too much or too greedy. I want to see if I can like rip a piece of fabric from like the head, the what is it called, the headliner?
Yeah.
Of the Geo.
Yeah.
Right, that's drooping. Just to like kind of rip it and like wrap it like a hood as I'm running.
Ooh. Okay. So you're sort of pulling out of that, trying to grab that to wrap around yourself. Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Oh, well, that is a set 20.
You do manage to grab it off. It's not on yet. It's kind of trailing behind you as you run.
Fine.
But basically, you see that she's just going. She has like the nunchaku under her arm, and she's pulled off the headliner of that. Yeah,
vehicle. I'm out of here. I'm going. I'm just running.
Sorrow kind of with having to, since Sorrow was actually in the car. Sorrow's about 55 feet from kind of where you guys were clustered now, just down the road. Great. Dahlia, it is your turn.
So this 20-foot tall creature with the dragon on its chest is running at us?
It is running at you all. Yes, that is correct.
What's around us right now?
You've made it like back to like the main, so you're on Main Street. I mean, this is like the middle of town.
Okay. I'm going to just take off running in the same direction as the devil creature, because if it's running, then I need to run, I think.
Understood. So you shall chase the devil creature. Wonderful. All right, so you actually make it to the devil creature, and you're about like 5 feet ahead of her, but you guys are basically kind of roughly in the same thing. Oksana, you are next.
I run after Pretty Girl.
So Oksana is just right on Pretty Girl's tail, rushing after her.
All right.
Perfect.
Rushing after her.
Yeah. Guys, you know what? We have a lot of laughs here, but just want to take this opportunity to remember to remind everyone that the Russian people have made a lot of contributions to art and society over the years. Everything's in good fun. Okay, Vigo, you are next, sir.
Once again, I've never been one to be off trend, so I run as well.
So all of you are about 60 feet away. This creature was around 20 from you. All right.
I'm scared.
It is going to make a perception check.
I can punch, but not this.
It actually has pretty good perception.
God.
Oof. 25 it rolls. It runs about 30 feet after you all. You hear hissing and grinding as one of its feet just crushes the Geo.
Oh, not the Geo.
Well, I thought
It's
it was
just
going to be
running.
one of us. We'll take it.
It's now about 30 feet, or about like, no, you guys had gone, it was about 50 feet away when it started running, so it's still a good bit away, but then it kind of slows up and turns. And it picks up the Geo.
Oh,
And it throws it at you.
No!
So here, my friends, is my question for how we can conceive of this.
Okay.
I will kind of let this be the darkness of the choice of how you want to do this. Would you like me to roll randomly to see who is being targeted? Or would you like me to simply have it hit everyone and you'll make a dex save, taking kind of less damage, but you might all get hit with it? Do you all fall together?
I feel like we're all together because I was following her.
Yeah,
She was
we're all
following
clustered
Sorrow.
together.
Does anyone vote for
Vigo
a
was
single
following
target?
me.
Great. Then would everybody please make a dexterity saving throw?
And nobody roll a 13. Oh, I rolled a 14. Wait.
All right. Dex
Yeah,
save.
14.
9.
Oh no.
9.
Come on, dice. Work for me.
14.
Oh, yes. Oh, not 20. That's 24.
All right.
Jesus Christ. That's why I got low rolls earlier. Good die.
So we will say eesh. So basically this thing slams kind of like on top of all of you, but many of you are ducking out of the way. Anyone who managed to roll a 13 or higher is going to succeed on this check.
Vigo.
Oh, for me.
Does anyone fail?
Of what?
Here you go.
I
Vigo
fail.
fails. All right, Vigo. How many hit points does old Vigo have?
10.
10. Great. So Vigo is definitely down. A failure in this is 14 points. Those who succeeded, you all take 7.
Oh no, that's many points.
As you are
of
just
damage.
hit by this car that was thrown. And you manage to get out of the way, but you're still, like a thing goes.
Oh, I'm down
Oksana's down.
from before because I was down from before. I'm like -4.
Well, you're down. If it didn't reduce you to your negative thing. All right, great. So this thing does that. It is only, and then it takes a couple steps forward, coming to where you all are.
How much damage did it do to all of us?
Whoa,
7.
whoa! Oh
7.
shit, we're done.
It's coming towards you. But we now come to Sorrow. It is your turn.
I cast Healing Word on Vigo, and he restores.
It's a D4 plus your wisdom.
It's a maximum because I'm a death.
Oh, that's right. Is that from level 1? That's great.
Hmm?
Whew.
Maximum?
So it's it was
7.
7.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. So Vigo, you on the ground, having been like basically there's a piece of Geo, a piece of the car was like sticking into your heart, and like your body like pushes it out, and the wound heals below.
Oh, that's amazing.
You now have 7 of
and
your
I
hit points.
very pointedly look at the unconscious body of Oksana, and then look away.
You bitch.
No stabilizing. Ooh, dark. All right, and then so that was your bonus action.
And then I how much ground did this friendo cover?
This thing did not cover a huge amount of ground. It seemed to only kind of cover the remaining 20 feet to the car, picked the car up, threw it at all of you, and now it's only come about 10 feet. You think it's probably only your speed.
Okay. I'm going to wink at Dahlia and then run.
So Sorrow says some strange words. Vigo is like healed as the metal falls off of him. Sorrow looks at Oksana, says nothing, winks at Dahlia, and then runs another 60 feet, basically.
Come if you want to survive.
Come if you want to survive. Dahlia, it is your turn.
No, I can't leave her.
You have one spell left, I think.
No, I think I used them both.
No, one of them was from your... Oh, no, you did use them both.
I
Dang.
used them both.
God damn it, Philip.
Don't like
okay.
that. I could use vicious
fine.
mockery, but I don't know what good that would do.
It's okay.
You could use Vicious Mockery. It would be disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Yeah, I know, but that's not. Don't want to leave Oksana.
Then don't leave her.
Oh, I'm
Or
going
do.
to curse at Sorrow, and I'm going to stand over Oksana. I'm not leaving Oksana. And I'll
Stupid
use
girl.
vicious mockery. What is on this thing that's chasing us?
I'm actually going to...
Iconic.
I'm going to let you do one other thing. just for the sake of fun, for the sake of nonsense, etc.
Oh, no.
Roll me a free investigation check.
Okay. Yay. What do we get? Ooh, okay. That is 19 plus 2, so 21.
With a 21.
Yes.
And you heard her talk about this probably when you guys were dining in the diner. You see, in the wreckage of the car that was thrown, upside down, a small jar with tiger stripes on it.
Oh, yes.
Now,
Yes.
you don't know how to use this. I would allow you to attempt because you are a healer type. But you know that to do so means you're spending all your action, you are leaning down, you are not running, you are here, and this thing could very well be on top of you by its next turn. You won't have time to vicious mockery. This will take all of your skills to try to do.
To get to the bomb.
To get to the bomb and try to use it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get to it so I can use it.
All right, so you, with your 21 investigation, you see it, you bring it, you open it up. I need you to make a medicine check.
It's not good. Not good. Not good, people. Dahlia is not a healer. Okay, 10.
A 10. The good news is she is stabilized. She is not going to make death saving throws, but you have not given her hit points. You'll need to try again on a subsequent turn if you want her to live. All right.
Cool.
That means, Oksana, you don't do anything on this turn. I guess I'll give you the option I gave Jed, which is if you would like to roll anyway. If you roll a nat 20, you do wake up, but if you roll a fail, I'm going to say that you're failing. Like basically...
Like dying?
Yeah, you're going to continue dying. Like, right now, you have been stabilized.
I will remain stabilized. I do not trust my dice
Wonderful.
to not roll a 13.
Vigo, you were on the ground next to them, but you were conscious and alert, and kind of like you felt that pain. You were like, oh, and then it fell out of you, and you saw the devil woman rush off. You see that.
Why does everyone call me the devil woman? Jeez.
She did say her name is Sorrow. You guys should probably call her Sorrow. That's a great point. You see this thing is coming. It is about 45 feet away, maybe 50 feet away from you. Kind of got a little further, where you were. It's about 50 feet away. You are prone on the ground.
I look over at Sorrow. I look down at Oksana. I look at Dahlia, and I realize there is no trend I can follow at this moment. And I realize sometimes when you can't follow a trend, you create one. And I decide that I have something special that I can use, and that is the sleep spell. And I choose to use the sleep spell on this cigar smoking dragon tattoo giant.
All
man.
right. So, are you proficient in Arcana?
I don't know.
No. I already asked. You're not. I know you're not. This is actually excellent because you have used this spell to great effect before. You have made people fall asleep. And it's been awesome. It is a 90-foot range, and this creature is within it. So you stand yourself up. You extend your hand. You sort of make this kind of eerie tracing thing. I don't know if when you use your psionic abilities, if you touch, a forehead like this, kind of like a mentalist way.
More like this. Yes.
You get to roll 5d8. And that is how many hit points of creature you can put to sleep.
Nice.
4. 1. 8.
13.
3.
16.
4.
So, you have sent this at this creature. 20 hit points. This would take out 2 people. This would put 2, maybe even depending on stat, 3 people would be asleep if you cast this at them. And you see the creature, like, not really even stagger, just kind of like, as it's like rushing, kind of. And it starts uttering in Draconic. Dahlia, you hear it say, "Was't that a first level sleep? I shall smoke you! I shall smoke you!" And
You don't want to smoke us. It wouldn't taste very good.
you say that in Draconic?
Yes.
Its eyes are sort of open as you say that. It is going to run forward. It has to use all of its movement. It's not going to pick anything up to throw it, but it is going to basically run into sort of the space where all of you are. So, Dahlia and Vigo, I need you both to make strength saving throws.
Like then.
11.
Vigo, you've done this and kind of raised your hand. You've kind of come back to where they were.
I'm not kidding. Another 20.
A 20. So what does that get you to?
21.
21. So you managed to stay on your feet. You were kind of already hunched over, so it kind of made it a bit easy for you to just be like, It, however, runs, and just like the force of it running up at you, Vigo, you are knocked prone onto the ground.
Oh!
As it knocks you over and it kind of looks down at the two women, and you are all overcome by the stench of cigar smoke just like pulsing out of this giant.
It's so not good for my pores.
And it just kind of looks at all of you with kind of dark glee. But it's kind of looking at Vigo and kind of it's Dahlia again. What you hear it saying is daring hast this one, yes, daring. Smoked he shall be, then all. It also kind of looks around like, again, sizzling as its heated, smoking armor, every drop of rain turning to steam.
Dahlia's gonna call out for the stone man.
Oh. Alrighty.
Oh shit.
Sorrow. It is your turn. Are you still just booking it? You are 55 feet for, we'll say we'll get rid of the 5 foot at this point. There was a car and stuff got shaken around. You are 60 feet away from this down the street. And you see that it has gotten to Vigo and kind of knocked him over and is standing over him with glee.
I will stay within 60 feet of Vigo.
Okay.
And ready in action to, if the giant thing approaches me, I'm going to run.
You will run if it comes for you.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, Dahlia. If you would like to... Ooh, now here's an interesting choice. You've stabilized your girl.
Right.
If you want to, you can use your action to attempt to heal her with the Tiger Balm. Or you can call on the Stone Man for help.
If I don't stay... So she's stabilized,
She's
right?
stabilized. She's not making death saves. Now, if she gets hit again, she'll start to. But as of now, she is stable. 0 hit points. She's like kind of like delirious. She's like, because I don't have you actually be unconscious when you're unconscious, just to be mean.
Okay, if she's stable, then I'm going to call for the Stone Man.
I love it. Make a persuasion check. Call for him.
Okay. Alright, good. That's a good one. Come on, roll high, Dahlia. It is 23.
23. You call out to the Stone Man. Calling out. Asking him for help. And you hear a voice. Like, not hear it, but feel it, but you know it's his. On the wind in response. And what he asks is, "You want me?"
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yes,
"Do you need me?
I need you.
Do you love me?"
Yes.
Make a deception check.
Damn.
So many checks, so many checks. Okay. 27.
Oh.
I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good.
Well,
All right. Cool. Tight.
Deception is like plus 10, y'all.
Okay. Very good.
Bard's gonna bard.
Oh, man. I want you. I need you. I love you.
Nice.
ooh, yes.
Nice.
Oh.
-2. Actually, almost a shame it was wasted then. Saying those 3 things to him and making him believe them gets you to a reset of the clock, no matter where it is.
Oh, really?
It's all he's
Damn it.
ever wanted to hear.
Oh no. We were so close.
Bad. It's gonna be bad.
Oh,
It's be bad.
And basically, the reason for all of this is that that's all he's ever wanted. He would have settled for 2. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So, with that,
Well, Dahlia's a performer. She has to give him what he's looking for.
Oksana, you are still unconscious. Vigo, it is your turn.
I am inspired by Dahlia's screaming for help.
Okay.
And I remember there was a really powerful woman nearby that put my friends in cards.
Okay.
So I scream as loud as I can for the tarot lady.
Understood. Make a performance check as you try to call out to her, unless you'd rather do persuasion. I'll bet they're not different for you.
They're the same.
Okay.
Well, that was a 7.
well, you tried. That's
You
all that
call out
matters.
for her. Barely in the distance. Well, you don't see this, but she, whether she hears you calling or not, she has closed the blinds because you people brought more shenanigans.
Oh, really?
All right, this comes to the Stone Man's turn. Basically, at the end of your turn, the Stone Man will use legendary actions to teleport anywhere in his domain as he can.
Oh, no.
The Stone Man appears over Dahlia. Now, the Stone Man is pretty tall and big. Not as big as this thing. But the Stone Man... Yeah, that's what he'll do, actually. The first thing he does is he extends this hand at this giant and says, "You monster, leave her alone! Leave her alone! She loves me. She loves me." And you see the giant going, "Ugh, ugh." The giant must make a wisdom saving throw. The giant fails hard. And you see the giant beginning to move in slow motion. It can't take reactions, which is going to be a... Oh, Vigo, do you try to leave or anything, by the way? You're on the
just
ground, yeah.
Yeah, I try to back up a little bit behind Dahlia because I know...
Okay,
she's got
you
something going
if you
on.
try to leave the reach of this creature, it will attack you, so you kind of have to stay somewhat close, but you could back up, you can scoot a bit back. But this thing begins to move in slow motion. And the Stone Man just, stands in front of Dahlia, and is, looking at this thing, and it says, "You're in my town now. You're in my house. Everyone's trying to come here, and they're not allowed unless I let them, unless I want them, unless they love me, unless they love me."
Oh shit. This is a bad relationship.
It is the giant's turn. Okay, well now this is an interesting situation. So the
What have I
giant
done?
can do a few things, and honestly, being slowed, being confused, the giant now only gets to make one attack. It's under the effects of the slow spell. Can't do bonus attack, can't do anything. So, the giant's choices are to try to flee, to attack this stone thing that has landed, or to get the leaves it wants in the form of this man on the ground. I'm going to roll a d6. 1 or a 2, it is going to flee. 3 or a 4, it is going to attack the stone man. 5 or a 6, it wants to smoke a Vigo. There's no way you'll be able to read it. I'm sure it will turn as soon as I get it up there, but it is a 6.
Okay.
Smoke a Vigo?
Smoke a Vigo. Vigo, who is prone on the ground, it just looks at the stone man and slams down a hand toward Vigo. At advantage, it makes this strike. That is a 16 on the die, and that is an 8 on the die. 6 plus 11 is a 19, so Vigo, it does hit you. You take... you die.
Oh.
You are not reduced to 0 points. You are reduced to embers as its flaming grasp deals you a grand total of 26 points of damage.
R.I.P.
Did I look hot or fashionable?
Roll
I
one
mean,
last
you
check with your fashion tools.
You looked rather hot, turning into embers.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What the waste of a spell.
Oh.
10.
You were just too rumpled at the end.
Oh.
The worst part is, part of you is like, well, at least I look good. But little known to you, that the two faces pressed against the diner window watching this from across the street in terror go, oh my god, it hit that tackily dressed guy.
Oh no.
And that is the true torment.
That's harsh.
It really is. Vigo, you are burned up to a crisp in the hands, your skin like tanning instantly from the force of the blast. And this giant just kind of looks at the stone man and holds up a hand, one of which contains your kind of dangling body, and is just like, says in Draconic, what Dahlia knows is, I want no trouble with you, your lord. Aye. And it backs away from the stone man. Who's going to punch it as an op attack? Natural 20.
I can't. I'm still down, right?
Yeah, you cannot. It is, yes, you are still unconscious. So that's 40 points of damage. I'm doing average, so that's great. Okay, so it punches, this thing just like kind of reels back. We go to Sorrow. Sorrow, you saw that happen. Poor Vigo, he's in black and white. Poor Sorrow. I feel like every time I ask Andrew what he wants to do in combat in this game, I am basically committing a
Oh, I don't know.
sin.
I'm going to. No, it's. I wish. I'm just seeing if I can do anything to help you. The answer is not at all. Touch. Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to step forward.
Okay.
I'm going to approach the stone man and these other people. I'm going to say like I'll move up like 20 feet.
Okay.
And I'll and like if the stone man, like I'll also hold an action. If the stone man like approaches me, I'm going to run away.
Understood.
I'll get a little bit closer though because I'm interested.
Stone Man seems very fixated on the creature before it, who it has struck as it's come. Okay, so you've just moved up a bit. Great. Dahlia, what would you like to do?
I'm going to turn back to Oksana and try and heal her now more.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Not my best stat.
It's okay.
14.
14, you still are not able to give her a hit point. You can keep trying if you'd like, but she remains stable. You still have movement and bonus action if you want to do anything with any of those.
I have a movement bonus action. So the creature's left, right?
The creature stepped to... Actually, the creature would have run, that's true. Upon getting slapped so bad, it is now about 30 feet away from you guys. 25, 30 feet away.
Okay, does it look like it's turning back towards us, or it's going to keep running?
It looks like it's trying to run.
Okay, can't get her stable.
Lauren, are you talking to us right now?
No, I don't think.
I didn't hear you, that's why I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Can I attempt to oh god, I don't want to try and move her. Okay, well we're safe-ish for now, so I think I'm not gonna leave. So I won't leave. Can I use my action to talk to the stone man instead?
Sure. You can say something quick to him. Like if you want to throw a vicious mockery at the giant, you can, or you can say something to the stone man.
I guess yeah, I could do that. I might vicious mockery the monster if it's running away.
All right.
Just make fun of it.
Oh, it is barely away. Its speed is halved. I forgot that. So it's only about 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, then I'm definitely. If I thought it was further away, then I'm definitely going to use that if it's close enough.
All right. It will make its wisdom saving throw. It rolls. Does it add anything to that? It adds 2. It's not going to be your DC. It rolls a pretty respectable 16. Or is that your DC?
My DC is. My spell save DC is 16.
Okay, so it does pass.
Yep.
It manages to keep itself
just barely.
Just barely. Like it basically, even though you do it in Draconic, and that's not quite as effective for you. You know, it's not your native tongue, so you don't quite get the perfect phrasing of a thing. Exactly. Oksana, you're still down. The stone man is going to go after him and just start wailing. Hit. So those are both. He's just dealing more and more. The fire creature will take 1 swing back at the stone man. Rolling a natural 20. So here's what's interesting. So you see it kind of swing back and as hard as it can punch the stone man. And the stone man's face is wreathed in flame. But this thing is punching him so hard that it should have shattered stone. Like had he been punching a building, had he been punching anything, you would expect it. There's this moment where you hear this cracking sound. But instead, the stone man kind of turns back towards you, face burnt, because the fire damage, it does get to do that. It does 1d6 of fire damage each time, so the stone man takes 4 points of damage. But the stone man kind of says, "Don't worry, baby. He didn't do anything to my face." And Dahlia, with your proficiency in Arcana, you have just learned that the stone man is immune to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Which he will then, and as the giant runs away from him again, the stone man will actually use an action to grapple him in place effectively, and wins that. Are they even on that actually? No, there you go, chance gone. But the stone man holds him in place and kind of is like, you're not getting out of here. Sorrow, is there anything you'd like to do? Are you just kind of hanging back watching this?
I'm gonna get
At this point, the stone man is about
he's grappled.
The stone man is 15 feet ahead of them, having grappled this giant. And so Oksana's laying on the ground, and Dahlia's kind of kneeled over her. So you can get up to them. You said you're about 40 feet away from him, so you can.
And Oksana is how far away is Oksana from me?
40 feet.
She's so mean.
It's true.
I wasn't mean. I was just I'm passed out. I can't say anything.
I'm going to
I was honest.
No, I'm going to
I'm not mean.
I
I'm
don't
honest.
really like honest people, to be honest. I'm going to I'm gonna get a little bit closer. If it looks like the giant is grappled, I'll get a little bit closer. I'll get within basically 40. I'll get between I'll get 30 feet away from the stone man.
Understood. Okay, so you're about so you're about 15 feet from Dahlia and Oksana.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Alrighty. Dahlia, you have a turn.
Okay, so I see.
And I'll say that you do see her kind of coming back, kind of creeping
So I
forward.
see Tharo inching closer.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna call out and be like, please, if you can help at all, we need to figure out a way to heal her or help her. Do you have anything you can do? Please come closer.
You talking to me?
Yeah. I'm talking to you because I don't know who else I can ask to help heal. I'm not healing her.
Interesting. You all want favors.
Stone Man didn't hear that because he's too busy punching a rock person. Alright, he's punching a giant. Rock guy punching a giant. It's a long day. You get it. So you make that, you implore Sorrow.
Like, I'm imploring Sorrow to come. Is that it for my turn?
No, you can kind of do it as like a free thing or almost a bonus thing.
Okay.
You still have your action.
So can I try to heal her again?
Sure.
There's nothing else for me to do.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm strong enough.
Another medicine check.
-1 on my medicine checks, people.
I know. It's a tough racket here.
Oh, that's not gonna work. It's 11.
11. Yeah, you just can't see, and it's like at this point there's like tiger balm like smeared all over her, and it's like it's like in the rain. It is just like, it smells awful, and it's just like this is not. It's like and plus like the heavy aroma of cigar smoke is just, it's gross here.
Huh.
Yeah.
And it also still feels a little fishy because it also, you know, the marshes have sprung up too. So anyway, it's just gross. Oksana, you're still down. At this point, I am going to leave initiative because this outcome is kind of not in doubt. Because he's been making extra punches on all of his, you know, like on legendary actions at the ends of people's turns. So basically, the Stoned Man has this giant on the ground, and he's like slamming he's like curb stomping it basically. Just like slamming its face into the sort of curbs and such as he's just screaming out. And he's saying words right now. And they seem completely irrelevant to the situation. But he's screaming something about... The only thing that you all make out is that there ain't no Coupe de Ville hiding at the bottom of a Cracker Jack box. And then he takes this thing's head and just in this pattern goes, pum, 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 and the top of its skull kind of shatters off. And he just sort of stands up and turns back. Initiative is over and kind of walks over to you, Dahlia.
Was that the pattern that is in the Fire Swamp in Princess Bride?
It is not that pattern.
Okay.
It, however, is a very specific pattern, but that is not the rhythm of it.
It sounded
Is
like...
it in an 80s power ballad?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
You know what?
It is.
Not it is not from an 80s power ballad, actually.
Yeah, there's a technicality there. I stride over to the Stone Man and I say, "My lord."
70s.
Yeah, yes.
My-
Whoa. Who are you? Wait a minute. Whoa.
I am no one of meaning, but I sense that this one means something to you, yes?
Yeah. Yes, she does. If you hurt her, I'll pop your head!
No, I have no wish to hurt her.
Good.
I come to offer you my services.
Yeah. No, that's all
Are
right.
you in love with her?
Yeah, and she loves me back.
Oh, well, love is a beautiful thing.
It really is. It's the only thing. It's the only thing.
It is the only thing. There's nothing like being bound to one another. Would you agree?
Nothing like it in the world.
Dahlia's eyes is getting... Can I hear this
You can.
conversation?
And so I say, if you would like, my lord, I may perform a ceremony
To heal my friend?
To bind you and your bride together.
You bastard!
If you have a mere pittance of silver dust, and I would ask my lord a favor.
Wait.
Can't handle this.
Let me sleep on it. Baby, let me sleep on it, he says to you,
Yeah,
Dahlia.
no,
He picks
it
you
wouldn't
up
be
by the
appropriate
shoulders,
now.
like up into the air, and he looks at you with these things and he goes, let me sleep on it. I'll give you an answer in the morning. And then he sets you on the ground and he bolts down the street. And you hear him screaming, I'll tell you in the morning.
Oh no. Is he a commitment? Oh.
Ah, men. The worst. I'm going to go over and see if I can, I go and I take the tiger balm from this pretty silly one, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can heal this one.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check, or a medicine
you're
check.
so lucky you're healing her because I was about to give you a swift slap for that.
I think you should be quiet.
You are rude.
I love sorrow so much.
The first time anyone's told Dahlia not to speak.
I'm over this. Okay, I've spent 6 eons bound and gagged, all right? I don't need any of your whatever shit you're going through, all right, little girl? That is a...
Not a nat 13, I hope.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Medicine is a 22.
With a 22, I'm going to say you do succeed. DC for this was a 20. It's pretty darn hard to do this if you don't know the thing. However, because she already used so much of its stuff, you get a single hit point.
Okay.
Oksana.
But
Yes.
as I'm going to whisper in her ear as she comes to consciousness, and I would say, "You owe me."
Make an intimidation check. I'm into it.
14. Oh no!
What is your modifier,
Oh,
you
no.
fucking asshole?
Damn it.
You're so confident about it.
This game, I hope you're happy, Andrew. I hope you're happy.
I am
Oh
quite
my
happy.
god. But this is because you didn't ask for a single 13, you didn't even mention it before the game. And look what happened.
Q.
Okay.
No horror surge. Unless, if you guys want to, you can
No.
turn this clock back and have a horror surge.
I don't think we'll be doing that.
Whew. My life
I don't think
is
we'll be doing
great.
that.
Wow. So the only person who didn't give me one tonight was Zane.
He didn't really have a chance to
That
be
is
honest.
fair.
Yeah, he didn't
got,
get
he
the
got
Thank you,
all
Zane.
burnt up. Well, friends and neighbors, you sort of say this, you say you owe me. The sky, there's a roll of thunder overhead. Dahlia, something very disturbing has been introduced here, this concept of marriage and binding and the fact that the stone man wants to talk to you tomorrow. That being said, with one of our members out and such a climactic storm having occurred, I think we are going to say, you owe me, is the final beat of tonight's game. So as you all are sort of standing there, and you notice that the few people who were like on the street all sort of stand up and kind of just begin going back about their business as if a fire giant of cigar smoke did not run down the thing. The body's on the ground there. Vigo's body within its hand.
Oh my god.
That is where we will end tonight's session.
No!
That was stressful.
Some
That
things
was
happened
super
tonight that I was
stressful.
not anticipating this early, and that's wonderful.
Wait, did Andrew roll 2 nat 13s?
13.
I think it was
Yes.
3.
So the count for tonight, Andrew. Wait, you had a third one?
No, I don't know.
You had
I
Andrew
felt like
had
3.
Andrew
I
had the
rolled one.
first one that triggered, then Liv, then Lauren, then the clock reset because Dahlia said something that is all the Stone Man has ever wanted to hear. I want you, I need you, and I love you. I don't know how that would scan,
But it was too much.
but he loved it. That reset the clock. So the clock now stands at 1 because Andrew got us 1 more at the end. I will also say that the total from our previous cycle, which was a very short one, Liv, I don't know how to... Actually, I'm going to say Liv only had 1 from the previous cycle because you had 2, but you also were part of the couples reading thing, which prevented them from going on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew had 2, Dan had 2, Lauren had basically 8 minus 1 is 7.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Because
thanks,
you
Lauren.
rolled the 6 on the d6.
Thanks,
So
Lauren.
really you
Okay.
only had a couple, but not...
Well, I didn't know
No,
that
you're
that was
fine.
going to happen.
No one's mad at you.
No, it's okay. It's
Also,
okay.
one of yours was spotted after the fact by Book and Dagger, which was
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Book
By
and
the way,
Dagger.
Greatest
thanks
thing
a
ever.
whole lot.
But yes, that does mean that Dahlia, you have survived to the end of this, and is it your own innate talent, or is it the love of a man? I'm not here to answer a question like that, but you have leveled up to 2.
Wow.
Is it because the
Nice.
Stone Man likes you?
You know what? We all
Stone
get
Man.
by with little help from our friends. That's what I have to say. Myself included.
Listen,
Wow.
an obsessive stalker brings you gifts and is great until they strangle you on your wedding night. So
Oh my god. Well,
Let's not manifest that.
oh boy.
summoned that 13 to my goddamn
I'm so into the fact that you said to him. I also don't want to sort of jinx stuff ahead of time, but Oksana,
Yes.
next session will be your 5th if you survive.
What?
I did not realize that. I was hoping that Madame Ether would make it to 5, but you know.
But
If it's
vampires.
It's never the ones that you want. It's really never the ones that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think Dahlia would last to level 1, much less level 2.
But we have our first level 2. That's very
We'll
exciting
see
stuff.
if she makes it. though.
Poor Vigo.
Kinda.
Vigo was just kind of got the bad luck of that, and honestly, it was 2 bad rolls because the creature very easily could have run away from the Stone Man and not attacked you. That was a strategically stupid parting shot on his part. Very dumb of him.
We got a really good idiom out of it. It's smoke a Vigo.
Vigo.
So I'll take
Smoke
it.
a Vigo.
I'm gonna go smoke a Vigo after this and chill out.
I would smoke a Vigo, but it's a little late.
I get it.
It helps you go
Get
to
it.
sleep. It's like a sativa.
No, I know, but then I won't wake up in the morning.
Ah, fair.
Well, guys, that was
That was intense.
Ay. All those 13s.
there were a lot of 13s. That was
Getting out there.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is so fun. We really do appreciate everyone who checks out this wild game. Please come back next week if you want to see what happens. I believe we'll have our current this current group and maybe others next week, although can't always speak for everyone. What else do we do on this channel? Oh yeah, Sunday, Star Wars, Smuggler's Reverse. 2 more sessions left.
Will we do anything? We don't know.
In an interesting situation on account of they have literally 2 sessions. They had 6 sessions to do a heist. They haven't really started the heist, but it's time for whether or not they're prepared. The heist is starting next time. We also on Monday have session 0 of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Hey, the new book. It comes out
This Monday?
That's this Monday. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That snuck up on me.
It really kind of has. Yeah, exactly. That's
I know. I
session
was
0
like,
character
wait,
building.
is
Gonna be
it this
crazy.
Monday? And Philip was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
was
should.
like, oh.
You know, I should like reach out to everyone and let them all like make sure everyone's like raring to go on that. That's gonna be
What
super
time
fun.
are we starting that?
Same
7:30?
same as this stuff, and we'll just that'll be like a pretty true kind of character build. We'll talk through everyone's characters, do some stuff. The little fun gimmick of that session 0 is the book will be available on D&D Beyond at 9 p.m. So around 9 p.m. I'll get real quiet and they can just talk about whatever the hell they want, and then I'll start being like, okay, cool, if you're gonna be this species that's debuting in this, you get to have this thing, or okay, cool, everybody think up one of these things. This is apparently a big part of how this starts, because I have no idea what's in the book.
9
That's how we
p.m.
do
PST? The book
Yes,
is available?
starting at basically starting at midnight East time, you can get it on D&D Beyond. And I've already pre-ordered it, so I'll be able to like finally look at it then. But the game will start. Our session 0 starts at 7:30 as our usual
And me
time.
and Liv will be there.
Yes.
Yes.
And
As
KJ
regulars.
from Top Flight will be there as well, and some other friends who are coming in to join that game. And then that's all the games we have now. Top Flight is on hiatus. Had a bit of a crazy cliffhanger at the end there. They kind of accomplished their mission, but oh boy, as Pierce said when they got back to reality and saw what had sort of changed, Pierce said, "We are so bad at our job," and that is what you want to hear from your superheroes.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see here, please follow us or even subscribe. It is September, which means it's cheaper in some way. And I think we actually got a subscriber tonight, so thank you so much for that.
We did.
And
Thank you.
you
41
can also
wolves.
you can also use your if you have Amazon Prime and haven't used your free one by linking to your Twitch account and your Amazon Prime account, do that. And you could throw one our way or anybody's way. It's because it's kind of just somebody should get that. It's free money.
But we do a lot of stuff here.
We do a lot of stuff.
We're
but
here.
I'm also
3 days a
saying,
week.
I'm also just trying to say that's like a public service announcement for anybody. If you want to throw at us, that's great. But I mean, there's options. In any case, thank you all so much for watching. We will see you next week for our first level 2 character. Actually, that's not true. Pierce got to be a level 2 character early on, and he died immediately. So that's the other thing. Dahlia is level 2, but also she can still. I mean. If that giant shows up on you, you're in thing. Or her fiance, I guess is what we'd call him.
Her betrothed.
But
He didn't even decide if he wants to marry me, and Dahlia's an old-fashioned girl. He's gonna have to talk to my dad first.
Oh man,
Smart.
he will.
He will.
Oh my God.
That was immediately gonna be my next
Poor dad.
tactic.
That's wonderful. Well, friends and neighbors, thank you so much for
Yep.
watching our crazy game. We will see you all
F in the
next
chat, everyone. Everyone in the chat.
week. And have a dreadful night. Ooh. Goodbye.
Ooh.
Your bags are packed, you're at the door. A taxi's on its way. There's nothing left to say. I'll give you back the ring. Don't look at me like that. You had to know it ends like this. Couldn't you feel it in my kiss? Not happily ever after anything. But don't give up, not for 1 hour. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find a way to up your power. What you're looking for is in another castle down the line. I feel like we've been running through somebody else's dreams. It isn't what it seems. I can't keep up this game. You're looking for someone to rule, a kingdom by your side. But I'm nobody's bride. You need to know you're never gonna change my name. But don't give up, not for 1 minute. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find another chance to win it. But what you're looking for is in another castle down the line. But don't give up, looking for is it another castle down the line? Your bags are packed, you're at the door, a taxi's on its way. There's nothing left to say, I'll give you back the ring. Don't look at me like that, you had to know it ends like this. Couldn't you feel it in my kiss? Not happily ever after anything, but don't give up, not for 1 hour. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find a way to up your power. What you're looking for is it another castle down the line. I feel like we've been running through somebody else's dreams. It isn't what it seems. I can't keep up this game. You're looking for someone